What's up, guys? It's Brandon with Peak Performance Engineering, and today I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update on the 65 Mustang. So ever since we got back from the power tour, I don't think I've really made a video on the car. I have been driving it and enjoying it almost every day, at least a few times a week. We've still been taking this thing to car shows. I drive it to the gym, I drive it to the grocery store whenever I can, whenever weather's good. And the car's been doing really great. So after we got back from the power tour, the only kind of still issue that we had with the car was that rear brake line, the one soft line that we had replaced on the first day of the power tour. The fitting was leaking. And so I ended up, right after the power tour, like a week later, I crawled underneath and I went and replaced that fitting. We got a new one. I tightened the crap out of it and it stopped the leak. So ever since then, it's been good. I topped the brake fluid off, and then I was able to reset the adjustable master cylinder. Adjustable master cylinder thing. Anyway, I adjusted it, the bias front to rear, so now it's got maximum braking, and it brakes pretty good. It still needs rear disc brakes, but that'll be maybe for the winter time. But it's doing really good right now. Everything's doing great. It did develop an oil leak up at the front, so I threw in some oil stop leak, and that helped it, but it's still got some drips that come out. So not a big deal. It just needs to make it about one more month, and then over the winter time, we'll start tearing this thing down. And the plan is I'm going to actually pull out the engine and transmission as a unit, and then I want to kind of fix a lot of these little leaks, maybe put a cam into the engine, and we are going to be swapping the automatic AOD transmission over to a T5 5-speed. And that's kind of the reason for the video update today, is that I'm actually about to leave right now to go pick up a T5 from a really cool local guy who's going to actually hook me up, sell me the complete T5 with bell housing. He's also going to throw in the drive shaft from his foxbody. He's giving me the transmission mount, the clutch, and the flywheel. So I'll probably end up using a new clutch, but I will probably resurface and use the flywheel. And then I need probably not the whole drive shaft, but just kind of the slip yoke or whatever end goes into the transmission. And then I'll see if I can adapt it to the current drive shaft that's in there. But I'm not sure if the T5 is longer than the AOD or what. So we'll have to figure all that out when we get there. But at least this is going to be pretty much all the components I need, besides maybe some other clutch related things, and then the clutch pedal. So I'll need to get that. So I'm gonna take you guys with me. Let's go pick this stuff up. We'll see what we get, see how it works. And then in a couple months, we'll start doing the actual teardown. My freaking truck didn't come with a bed liner, can't believe it. So got some little moving blankets to throw down so we can just plop the transmission and drive shaft all in there. Hopefully it won't scratch this thing up too much, just until I can get a bed liner. So if you guys know of anyone selling bed liners pretty cheap, let me know. Metro Detroit area. And we are cruising over, so we only got about a 30-minute drive, and we should be over at this place to pick up this transmission for the Mustang. One reason I want to switch this thing to a 5-speed, one is just to make it more fun to drive. I think there's kind of nothing like a first generation Mustang. When you look in that interior, you got that big long shifter handle, white ball. I think that just looks awesome. That's what I want for the car. I think it's going to just be more fun to drive. It's going to be cooler. It'll allow us to also maybe run more gear in the rear end, because we'll have a 5-speed overdrive, keep the RPMs down. One thing this year on the Hot Rod Power Tour, it was a bit loud, even in 4th gear with the AOD with overdrive. It was still turning pretty, 2,800, 3,000 RPM, maybe something like that. So hopefully this will get the RPMs down a little bit more, keep it a little quieter, so make it a little bit better to drive for 1,000 miles, which is probably what we'll be doing next year on the Power Tour, and maybe even some other shows or other cruises, things like that, right? So yeah, I think that's cool. It's going to get the weight down. It's going to get the complexity down. We can get rid of the transmission oil cooler lines that run up front. So hopefully that'll give us some more room. So all that good stuff. And I think it's just, it makes it simpler, more fun to drive. You guys know, come on, all that cool stuff. So yeah, I'm pretty excited for it. I think it's going to be pretty awesome. That little 302 that's in there, the car's already pretty peppy. I'd like to just throw a cam in it just so it sounds cooler, and that's it. It'll already, roast the tire, well, one tire pretty good. It needs to have a limited slip put in it, but anyway, it's fun to drive as it is. So I think with a 5-speed, it's going to be even more fun. And this thing's not a race car. I mean, it's just something to cruise around, have fun. I would like to do, you know, drag week and stuff like that just for fun, you know, just to make some 14-second passes or 13-second passes, whatever it's going to be. Nothing too fast, but yeah, just, you know, something to have fun and take this into car shows with the family and all that good stuff. So, all right, I'll get you guys an update once we get there in about a half hour. All right, fellas, check it out. So this dude Todd just hooked us up. Really cool guy. Had an awesome mullet too, by the way. So boom, we've got our T5 trans. He thinks this has maybe 60, 70K on it. It could have rolled over, he's not sure. It came out of his foxbody, but we got the whole shifter unit, bell housing, all that good stuff. He even threw in some solid motor mounts from his Fox. Not sure we'll use them, but we'll see. Clutch, flywheel. We've got somewhere, oh, he actually gave me the crossmember for the Fox too, which I may have to still kind of cut it and adapt it, but at least I've got this portion of the metal. The drive shaft we need, because we need this kind of, I think this is called the slip yoke. And then clutch, pressure plate, not sure we'll use all that, but we'll definitely use the flywheel. So pretty much everything I need now to do the swap, except for the pedals and, you know, probably some other small stuff. I might need like an actual speedo cable for the Mustang, things like that, but pretty awesome. So, and all looks pretty good, so should be good to go. All right, so that's really it for this video. Just a quick short one. Just wanted to give you guys an update on what's been happening with the Mustang. And again, I've been loving it, driving the crap out of this thing all summer, trying to hit a few more car shows probably in October, and then that'll be it for Michigan. It's going to be too cold, and that's probably maybe early November is when I'll probably pull it in the garage, start popping out the engine and transmission, and then in December might be when I actually start to do the swap, because I have a couple weeks off there at the end of December when work slows down. So that may be when I do the swap. The other things planned for this car, for the Mustang over winter time, might be the rear disc brake swap. And then of course, like I told you guys, once I have this engine out, I'll probably throw a cam in it, just seal it back up, you know, all new gaskets, maybe a new oil pump while we're there. And that's probably pretty much it for now. And then we'll see what happens down the road. Maybe we'll find a foxbody supercharger setup we can bolt on and some fun stuff like that. So that's gonna be it for this one, guys. We'll catch you next time. Take care.